Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a first impressions on the Fenty Beauty collection that just launched. I only got a few things, but I did want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the couple of things that I got. So one of the things being the foundation. Mine is in the color 260. So it looks like that. Off the bat, I mean, I like the packaging. I love the frosted glass. And the other thing that I picked up was the Killawatt highlighting. The colors are Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. The little compact looks something like that. Again, I like the packaging. The only thing, well, actually I just noticed that this is like a little iridescent. I like that. The only thing that is weird is the highlighter is kind of hard to open. I kind of already took like a little gash out with my finger accidentally trying to open it. But all in all, the line is bomb. I'll probably get some more things from it. With these two items alone, I think I came to like 72 bucks. So that's all I allowed myself to spend on this at this particular moment. But again, I'll probably get some more things out of the collection. So let me stop rambling and let's get into it. So let's get down to business. Gonna go ahead and test out the foundation. Now, as you can see, I already have my eyebrows done. I also already primed my face. I think I used Smashbox primer. I'll put it in the description bar below. I don't know what I used off the top of my head. Something for oil control because my oil is a beast. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and squirt some of the foundation on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna pick it up with my beauty blender. I got one of the swirly looking ones. It's like white and pink tie-dye kind of looking. I'm sure you can't tell because my beauty blender is dirty as hell. I swear I clean them. I usually clean them at the end of the week. It's the end of the week. I haven't got a chance to yet, so whatever. Don't judge me. Let's do it to it. It's kind of watery, so I can't tell if that'll be enough, but I can always go back for more. Let's do it. Oh, and also I actually got color matched at Sephora. I picked out a shade, but I don't know who I was picking out the shade for. I picked out a very, very tan color. As you can see, I'm not very tan, so I got color matched with 260. It seemed to be the best. It matched up with my neck the most. All in all, it's pretty decent. I'd say that it's probably medium coverage, medium to full. Probably not full coverage, but it looks about medium, and already I can tell I'm going to need some more. It looks pretty good though. I feel like it's matching with my neck pretty well. Vichy's good. Can't forget in between my brows, so I like to be very delicate here because I put on my brows first because I like doing them because they're hard, and not hard, but it just takes me a while to do it because I spend a lot of time perfecting my eyebrows and making sure they generally look to be the same and about shape and thickness and everything. So I like to do those first, even though I probably shouldn't, because I always end up taking chunks out of my eyebrows. This is a pretty good match, I have to say. Now, just noticing on some of my blemishes, it doesn't really cover it that well, so I'd probably say, like I said initially, that this is about medium coverage because it's not quite covering them, but it's doing a little something something. It looks pretty good though. Feels good on my skin. It's supposed to be a soft matte finish, which is what made me gravitate towards the foundation in the first place, because like I said, since I'm so oily, I gravitate towards anything that's going to give me a matte finish, because, I mean, I don't want to be out here looking like I just dipped my head in, you know, Crisco or something. But it looks good. Matches my neck well. Feels good on my skin. Now, the only other thing I'm going to do is put my base on so that I can get my highlighter on and you guys can see that as well. So I'm just going to go through the rest of my routine like I would normally, so just bear with me while I do that. Oh, also the bottle does say shake well. I know I didn't film myself doing that, but I did go ahead and shake it. I'm sure that has something to do with the way the consistency is, the way it comes out. Just do it. It says shake well, so just do it. I'm going to go ahead and conceal. I'm using the Age Rewind Concealer, Erase Dark Circles, in Light Pale. As you can see, this is pretty beat up because I use it all the time. Literally use it every single day. So I'm gonna go ahead and use what's left of that and get concealed. Now I do one eye at a time because I am prone to creasing. I mean, if you don't crease, one, you're lucky, and two, I hate you. But yeah, I do mine one at a time just so I can try and prevent as much creasing as humanly possible. I also use two kinds of concealers because I'm extra. This is too light to cover my pimples, so I usually use a darker shade to conceal my blemishes. Let me go ahead and blend this out. I am making the stupidest faces while doing this. And I almost just poked my contact out, but it's all good. Concealer is pretty much amazing. I think concealer is like one of my favorite products to put on makeup wise. That and like eyeliner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my eye. I like to do that right away so that I don't get creasing. I mean, I still get creasing, but I get less creasing doing it right away than if I was to wait to do the other eye. Just go ahead and get that concealed. And I'm using the Rimmel London Stay Matte. That's what the case looks like. I mean, it's just, it's not loose powder, but there is a cat hair on my nose. I get cat hair everywhere because I'm a cat lady. It's still there. There we go. Yeah, I get cat hair everywhere because I am a cat lady. I don't know if any of you guys have cats, but they are pretty much the most adorable little thing on planet Earth. I know a lot of people don't like cats, but I mean, I guess a lot of people don't like dogs either. I just like cats. They're cute, they're chill. They come around when they want attention. I'm going in with the NYX HD Studio Concealer. It is in the color CW04, aka beige. That is what it looks like. It's pretty good. One of my faves. I don't know. I'm not like a huge concealer junkie, but I feel like it does the job. I feel like sometimes I conceal things that don't even really need concealing. I'm just like psychotic, I guess. Little on the chin. Alright, and again, taking my damp beauty sponge. I don't know why I just called it that. It is a beauty blender. Taking my damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get this blended in to the rest of my face. Pretty good color match on that too, though. I'm trying to be as delicate as possible because, like I said, I put my eyebrows on first because I'm weird. I just like to make sure that I'm not taking any chunks out of my eyebrows, because that would not be good. Okay. I think that's concealed pretty good. As good as I'm gonna get it. I mean, you can still obviously see my blemishes to a certain degree, but I mean, hey, it happens. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my setting powder again and set my entire face. Okay, we are set. Next thing is I'm gonna go in with bronzer, and I'm using the Hoola bronzer. I have a little sample one. That's what it looks like. I'm sure all of you guys are well aware of what Hoola bronzer is. I don't know why I'm acting like this is like a new concept. So I'm just gonna go in and bronze up my face. I used to not realize how important this step was, but it's like when you put foundation and everything, it just kind of like washes out your face because it's evening your complexion. So while it's doing that, it takes away some color from your face because then you end up being all the same color, which you weren't before. So it's just nice to add a little bit of dimension to your face, give it a little extra sculpt, you know? I'm not big into the whole contour, but I do like a little cheek definition. See, that just adds a nice little bit of dimension in my face. Like before I was all one color, looking a little bit like Casper. But now I got some sun-kissedness to my face, and I'm looking nice and glowy. Well, not glowy in a sense of like I'm dewy, but like I got a little sun-kiss glow to me. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not being very articulate with this, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Because now I don't look dead anymore. I have some color, I have some life to me. And the last thing before I get to my highlighter that I'm gonna do in terms of my base is blush. And I'm going in with the Becca blush in the color Snapdragon. That's what the packaging looks like. And that is what the color looks like. Just like a nice pinky color. I have to be really careful with this color because I am so fair skinned, it's hella pigmented and I will look like Bozo the Clown if I'm not careful with this. So let me just go ahead and get a little bit on there. Ever so slightly. I might even go in and blend that out because I'm not trying to look like Pennywise, you know. Which, speaking of Pennywise, I don't know why I have to mention this, but if you guys haven't seen the movie It, I mean, if you're scared of clowns, I wouldn't suggest seeing that because this It that they just came out with is a lot more scary than the original It with Tim Curry. But if you're not scared of clowns and you're just into like thriller, horror type movies, go see it because it was so good. I've seen it twice since it's been out. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing it again, but go see it. It's good. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this off. I'm gonna blend this because it's just a little too red for me. So I'm just gonna pick up a stippling brush just to there we go. That's better, because it's like a subtle pink hue to my cheeks. I don't like it to look super blam I have blush on, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I mean, I would just want it to be like a subtle pop of color to my cheeks, not like, holy shit, I just put like, I don't know, red paint on my cheeks or something. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I feel like you know what I mean. At least I hope you know what I mean. So I'm gonna use both of those shades actually. And again, that is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I'm gonna go in with the less intense highlight first, but I do wanna go ahead and hit my inner corner. So I'm picking up, what color is this? I'm picking up Fire Crystal, and I'm just gonna hit my inner corner with that. Oh, that's pretty. That is very pretty. It's a nice icy highlight. I feel like this one looked best on my skin tone because, granted, I'm not super fair skinned to the point of like I don't have any tan, but I am on the paler side. So I think the other highlights were a little too dark for my pale skin at this particular time. But hey, who knows? Maybe if I get like a pop in tan. And you know the sad thing is, I'm tan right now. This is me being tan. I really like that. This is pretty. I like how icy it is. Because most of my highlights are more like on the gold side. But this is like a nice icy highlight. I like that a lot. Okay, so now for the cheeks, I'm gonna hit it with Lightning Dust first. So let's go ahead and okay. This is pretty. This is like a nice, natural, subtle highlight because it's just a little pop, which is like when you're trying to wear like more natural makeup, this would be more appropriate. Yeah, that's real pretty. That on its own, I mean, dang. That's pretty. And let me just pop a little bit on my nose because I like that subtle. Yeah, that's real pretty. But I'm going to go ahead and kick it up a notch, and I'm going to go in with Fire Crystal over top. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, 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 yes. Pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this. That's fire. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not even like, I'm not even going to pose the question like, can you see it? Like, do you see that? Because unless you don't have sight, you'd have to see this. This is very, very pretty. Hit the tip of the nose. Let's hit the bridge too. Give it a little pop. I like that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that a little better because I don't want it like too blinding. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush and blend that. Very, very pretty. I like it. And like the more the foundation sits on my face, I'm like, okay, Rihanna, I see you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eye makeup off of camera, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts about the products. Okay guys, so I'm back. I finished my face off of camera. I did the whole shebang. I put on lashes, liner, lipstick. I just finished my look, you know, just a quick slay, you know how I do. But all in all, I really like the foundation. I like the way that it's sitting on my face. I do see that it is a soft matte finish. It's not completely matte because I still have a little shine like up in my T-zone where I would usually get oily. But I feel like all in all, it looks well. I like the color that I picked. I think that it matches well with my neck. My face generally tends to be a lot lighter than my body because I'm always putting sunscreen on my face, so I don't really get a tan on my face. But yeah, I went into Sephora and they color matched me. I was a little off when I picked my own shade, but I was like in the ballpark, so they helped me get my right shade. And the highlight is fuego. I love the highlight. I feel like this fits my skin tone well. I generally have like gold reflect in my highlight, so the iciness is a little bit different, but I feel like with how fair skinned that I am, that the icy highlight and the icy reflect in the highlight works well on my skin tone and really shows up. But yeah, all in all, I like the products. I think she did a good job. The hype was well deserved because the products are on point. I feel like price-wise, they're in the same ballpark as like high-end foundations and highlighters. The highlight, I believe, was $34 and the foundation was $34 as well. So I spent about like 72 bucks on the two things that I got, but I feel like it was definitely worth it. These are products that I'll probably incorporate in my daily routine because I wear makeup every day. But yeah, I like the way everything turned out. I just did a quick slay with my makeup. I actually really like the way that turned out as well. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how I got this look right here, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I kicked it old school. I dipped into my Naked 2 palette, which is something that I haven't touched in a long time. But I guess there was a reason I bought it. I really like the way the shadows and everything turned out. But yeah, so that concludes my video as of today. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a little comment below and let me know what you think. Other than that, stay tuned for further content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.